Anime targeted towards the seinen crowd can include a number of other genres. The stories can be morally gray, romances are more pragmatic, action is more graphic, and the humor is more adult. The general way to spot a seinen series is to look for an older lead, a realistic art style, and a more serious story. One in particular that we are discussing today is about mature romance anime. I'm Dog with a Banana with ES Anime, and these are the top 10 best adult/mature anime. If you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. At number 10, we have Natsuyuki Rendezvous. Ryosuke Hazuki is a young man whose heart has been stolen away, stopping by the local floral shop daily in order to catch a glimpse of the beautiful Hiroka Shimao, the shop's owner. In hopes of getting close to her, he decides to get a part-time job at the shop. But before he is able to make his move, he runs into a major roadblock. In her apartment dwells a ghost who claims to be Hiroka's deceased husband. Atsushi Shimao has quietly watched over his widowed wife ever since he passed 3 years ago. However, Hazuki is the first person to ever notice him, and the two quickly find themselves at odds. The jealous Shimao attempts to thwart the suitor's advances and possess his body, while Hazuki simply wants the ghost to pass on for good, allowing Roka to move on from the past and him to be with the one he loves. At number 9, we have Otona Joshi no Anime Time. In the story, 33-year-old Kanazawa native Noriko had decided long ago not to accept an ordinary provincial life for herself. So, she had gone to college in Tokyo, worked on her own, married a man at an elite trading firm, and had a child. She has just returned home from 5 years abroad with her husband and 4-year-old son. However, she senses a large emptiness in her heart since coming back. Moreover, there is a man who shares a big secret with Noriko. At number 8, we have Itakis. When her newly built home is razed to the ground by an earthquake, low-achieving, clumsy, and troublesome third-year high school student Kotoko Aihara is forced to share a roof with the school's and possibly Japan's smartest student, Naoki Hiri. Kotoko is not actually a complete stranger to Irikun. Unfortunately, a single love letter that she tried to give him in the past has already sealed her fate as far as he is concerned. Throw in some quirky friends and a meddlesome mother, and Kotoko might not even have a snowball's chance in hell of winning the older Iri boy's heart. Yet, Kotoko remains optimistic that, because she now lives in his house, her unattainable crush on the genius since the beginning of high school has never been more within reach. At number 7, we have Blue Spring Ride. Futaba Yoshioka used to be an attractive and popular middle schooler, well liked by the opposite sex, but ostracized by the girls. Nevertheless, she was able to brush all that off because the only opinion that truly mattered to her was that of Ko Tanaka, a classmate with whom she shared a shelter from rain once, followed by a few other precious and significant memories. She even succeeded in making plans to meet with a quiet and innocent boy at a summer festival, but a simple misunderstanding and Tanaka's subsequent disappearance left her walking the halls of her schools friendless. At number 6, we have Golden Time. Due to a tragic accident, Banri Tada is stuck with amnesia, dissolving the memories of his hometown and past. However, after befriending Mitsuo Yanagisawa, he decides to move on and begin a new life at law school in Tokyo. But just as he is beginning to adjust to his college life, the beautiful Kokukaga dramatically barges into Banri's life, and their chance meeting marks the beginning of an unforgettable year. After having a glimpse of college life, Banri learns that he is in a new place and a new world, a place where he can be reborn, to have new friends, fall in love, make mistakes, and grow. And as he begins to discover who he was, the path he has chosen leads him towards a blindingly bright life that he will never want to forget. At number 5, we have Snow White with the red hair. Although her name means Snow White, Shirayuki is a cheerful, red-haired girl living in the country of Tanbarun who works diligently as an apothecary at a herbal shop. Her life changes drastically when she is noticed by the silly prince of Tanbarun, Prince Raji, who then tries to force her to become his concubine. Unwilling to give up her freedom, Shirayuki cuts her long red hair and escapes into the forest, where she is rescued from Raji by Uzen Wistalia, the second prince of a neighboring country, and his 2 aides. Hoping to repay her debt to the trio someday, Shirayuki sets her sights on pursuing a career as a court herbalist in Zen's country, Clariness. At number 4, we have Honey and Clover. Yuta Takemoto, a sophomore at an arts college, shares a cheap apartment with 2 seniors, the eccentric Shinobu Morita, who keeps failing to graduate due to his absenteeism, and the sensible Takumi Mayama, who acts as a proper senior to Takemoto, often looking out for him. Takemoto had not given much thought to his future until one fine spring day, when he meets the endearing Hagumi Hanamoto and falls in love at first sight. Incredibly gifted in the arts, Hagumi enrolls in Takamoto's university and soon befriends the popular pottery student, Ayumi Yamada. Ayumi is already well acquainted with the three flatmates and secretly harbors deep feelings for one of them. At number 3, we have Nodame Kantabire. Shinichi Chiaki is a first-class musician whose dream is to play among the elites in Europe. Coming from a distinguished family, he is an infamous perfectionist. Not only is he highly critical of himself, but of others as well. The only thing stopping Shinichi from leaving for Europe is his fear of flying. As a result, he's grounded in Japan. During his 4th year at Japan's top music university, Shinichi happens to meet Megumi Noda, or as she refers to herself, Nodame. On the surface, she seems to be an unkempt girl with no direction in life. However, when Shinichi hears Nodame play the piano for the first time, he's in awe of the kind of music she creates. Nevertheless, Shinichi is dismayed to discover that Nodame is his neighbor, and worse, she ends up falling head over heels in love with him. At number 2, we have Spicin Wolf. Hollow is a powerful wolf deity who is celebrated and revered in the small town of Pasloe for blessing the annual harvest. Yet, as years go by and the villagers become more self-sufficient, Hollow, who stylizes herself as the Wise Wolf of Yoitsu, has been reduced to a mere folktale. When a traveling merchant named Craft Lawrence stops at Pasloe, Hollow offers to become his business partner if he eventually takes her to her northern home of Yoitsu. The savvy trader recognizes Hollow's unusual ability to evaluate a person's character and accepts her proposition. Now in possession of both sharp business skills and a charismatic negotiator, Lawrence inches closer to his goal of opening his shop. However, as Lawrence travels to the countryside with Hollow in search of economic opportunities, he begins to realize that his aspirations are slowly morphing into something unexpected. At number 1, we have Planets. Haunted by a spaceflight accident that claimed the life of his beloved wife, Yuri finds himself 6 years later as part of a team of debris cleaners on a vessel called the Toy Box, charged with clearing space junk from spaceflight paths. The team consists of Hachimaki, a hotshot debris man with a sailor's affinity for the orbital ocean, Fee, a chain-smoking tomboy beauty with an abrasive edge, and Pops, a veteran orbital mechanic whose avuncular presence soothes the stress of the job. Well, that's it for the list. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out my other videos. Goodbye.